Shalom, family. Shalom. I'm about to get started in 1 second, man. You know how we gotta let y'all get up in here. 1 second. Shalom, DB in the building. Shalom to everybody that's here right now. About to get started in a second, man. Definitely got some hot news, man. It's been heating up in the Christian / Israelite community, man. It's been a lot of stuff going on. Just making sure I'm getting all my ducks in a row. We about to get started. Where is it? Let me see. Shalom, everybody. Shalom, Dayag in the building. I'm coming through. You can hear me, Kaya?
Khan. Shalom, family.
Just making sure I can be heard.
Shalom, family. Yeah, you coming through loud and clear.
All praises. Bet. You gonna share the link? I don't know. Call, let me know if you in here or whatever. Definitely share that link for you. I'm trying to see if I want to go into this video, man. It was a crazy debate that went on this past week, man. But this dude, I don't know if everybody are hip to the dude who Billy Carson is, man. I've been seeing this dude on social media for a minute, man, and he been talking like he knows something, man, and it got exposed this weekend. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. Let's see if I can look up some of it. I ain't gonna lie, the dude was so boring though. Like, I got a video clip to get straight to the point, right? But to go through some of the stuff, man. But I ain't gonna lie, this is I'm not really trying to go through this right now. Then they say, oh my God, he's supposed to be suing this cat. Let me see something though. I'm gonna pull some stuff up, man. I'm just getting my ducks in a row, man. That's why you see my moderators in here, man. You see what he's saying? Folly and scoffing will not be tolerated. You're gonna get that boot, man. So look, we in here. So without further ado, man, let me salute in. First and foremost, I want to say, call HALAL, Yahawah, BAHASHam, Yahawashi. And that's all praise to the Most High God. And we do so in the name of his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahawashi, a Mashiach in the Paleo Hebrew. I'm your brother Ratazian Yahawah. We are Yahawah's law keepers, aka YLK. Back as usual, man. Shalom to everybody. I'm here with my brother today, man. A couple brothers gonna get missing. We got stuff going on, but you know what I mean, we still gotta keep pushing this plow, keep moving forward.
Khan. Shalom, family. All praise to the Most High Yahawah. Shem Yahawashi.
That's right. And so we have to go into this, man. This lesson, man. It's crazy. Like I said, if people don't know who Billy Carson is, I'm gonna show a little bit of this and go into it, right? Just to show this little preview. I don't know which one to do it, man. They had like over a 2-hour debate. Oh, I said the debate took place on November 15th. So I'm just going to share my screen with y'all just to let y'all see a little bit. But matter of fact, before I do that, let's fair use with everything as I'm going to play some video, a little bit of it just to really show y'all. I really don't want to do this short video really to get straight to the point, right? But I'm going to share this real quick first. Let me get this fair use going. Fair use. This is our thoughts, comments on the material that we're about to see. Fair use, right? All right, so let me just go to this real quick. So this is the tab. Billy Carson is the brother, unfortunately, and you know he's sitting over here with what presumed to be, you know, an Edomite. I don't know, you know exactly, but I said from outside. But like I said, you never know. Everything is through the spirit. But this dude, Billy Carson, I'm sure y'all seen his face on social media, or just a dude just talking with these different theologies, and he's into different civilizations. And you know, I've heard him say stuff like we are gods and stuff, which of course, you know, the scriptures say we are gods, but it seems like the way he's saying it is in a sense like there isn't no real God according to the Bible. In a sense, you know what I mean? Like we are gods and the way you do things and all this other stuff. And it's like, come on, dude, like we are gods, but you know, and the scriptures say that, real talk. And if you can pull your screen up too, just to start getting some of your clips loaded, and we can even show you that the Bible says that we are gods as well too. Let's see if I can pull that up real quick just to show this. So that's biblical, but it's like we can't undermine the Bible, man, and we can't diminish Bible, man, because we understand how powerful this word is. We understand who our God is. We understand who Yahawashi is to us. And anything that try to come against that, man, is going to be knocked down through the spirit and power of Yahawashi. He's not playing with nobody these days. He's not playing no games. He is not playing no games, right? So let me share this real quick. This is Psalms chapter 82 and verse 6 right here. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High, but ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. So even in the Bible, he tells us that we are gods, we are creators, we are part of the Alahayim. We're not the Most High God, but we are creators. We give life, we take life, and we are princes of the power, Yashar Allah. You know what I mean? Oh, cool. I'm about to share this link for you, Cole. You in here so you can hop on here. You know what I mean? What did he say? Look at Gad. Look at my moderator. Let me put what he said on here. What did he say, Gad? This nigga Gad is crazy. That nigga is sorry, King with the bullshit in his mouth. Man, and it's like we are in the time of truth. I don't know if everybody's seen that Cat Williams interview, but he was saying, at the beginning of the year, January, and it seemed like this year has just flown by, bro. I don't know about for y'all, but time is literally flying by extremely fast, right? So, I want to continue to show this dude, right? But he said at the beginning, all truth was going to be revealed. Everything's going to be exposed. Only the truth is going to be revealed in these last days. And that's what's coming out. Everybody is going to be made, a fool of if they not in alignment with the right doctrine, with the right word. You know what I mean? See, even that, I did see that, Gad. He said, Jesus or Yahawashi got his knowledge from the Egyptians. This is crazy. Like, all this type of pseudo stuff that he's saying, right? You know what I mean? All this other stuff. And this man has been allowed to just talk on social media for a while, but he did not take any debates or something. So this is his first one, right? And it just shows that what happens when you get in the lion's den, like, or give you an example. Everybody look good shadow boxing. You throwing little jabs and you hitting that bag. Everybody look good doing that, right? But it's till you get in that ring and you spar and then somebody punching back. And then you start to notice, like, man, maybe I'm not all as good as I thought I was, right? So I want to start off with this precept for real, man, right here in the Proverbs. Call Shalom, man. Introduce yourself, brother, man. Holla at the people. Rob.
Shalom, King.
Shalom, Malaki.
Man, let me get this. So let me share this. Let me see. This is KJV, right? So like I said, he ain't did no debates or nothing. And the first one he did. So just imagine, like, he didn't even go up against a Hebrew Israelite. Dude's supposed to be a scholar, whatever they say, PhD. But you know what I mean? We understand who the real biblical scholars are, man, because the children of Israel, the ones that's given everything, right? So this is Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 17. It says, he that is first in his own cause seemeth just. So it's like, you the only one, you first, or even a case, you first up the bat. When you talking, it's like everything sound good, right? It said, but his neighbor cometh in search of him. So let me see. I'm about to see if I can find it in a whole nother translation. Let me see ESV, right? To put a little more heat on it so you can see what it's saying, right? Proverbs, so right here, Proverbs 18 and 17 in ESV. The one who states his case first seems right until the other comes and examines him. And that's literally what happened to this. This dude is on here doing all type of blasphemy, really to the main point. Like, he said a whole lot of things, right? Which is neither here nor there in my eyes, right? But the major thing that he was saying is basically he's going against who the word entity calls Jesus Christ, Yahawashi Mashiach. He's saying in the sense that the crucifixion didn't happen. And we understand when you what type of judgment that is, what type of spirit that is to even open up your mouth and say, like, either Christ got something and he really wasn't crucified and he wasn't this and that. It's like, you playing a dangerous game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, of course we're gonna let the scriptures talk, but I want to get to this point, and if we want to, we can look at a little bit of that video. Like, it's a 2-hour video. Shalom, Ham in the building, and Ham Bone in the building, my dog. Shalom, man. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get this straight to the point, right? So the dude, Wes Huffman, right, the one that debated him, he pretty much put, like, if anybody used to play Call of Duty or anything like that, you know how they got the kill cam. He basically put Billy Carson on the kill cam and got like to the point where it's just like this dude, like, when y'all see it, it's just really gonna be bad, and it's gonna be straight to the point because this man has been saying something for years, right? Basically, the same stuff about Yahawashi, right? And it's just gonna show the difference when, like, it goes with our title, what we believe. But beware of wolves in sheep's clothing, right? Because we need to make people prove what they're saying. This man has been saying something, but really no proof behind it. You got a precept? Can you give me a proof of all things real quick? Because that's what we're supposed to do, right? Everything we're supposed to be able to back it up with scripture, with a source document, with words, right? So I'm gonna just get these couple little points, and then we're gonna dig deeper into what this man did and the accusations and the things that he's doing, right? Look
My screen up.
Yep, you up there.
This is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 21. It says, prove all things, hold fast that which is good.
Prove all things and hold fast to that which is good. So the fact that he's even trying to, first off, he's making statements that he wasn't able to prove, and then he's not even trying to hold fast to something that's good. Saying Christ died for our nation and for the people, you know what I mean? That's a wonderful thing that he went there on that cross, that he was died and resurrected on the third day and all this stuff, but he's trying to take away something that's good. When the Bible tells us to prove all things and hold fast to that what is good, right? We have to be diligent in our searches, and we can't just believe, what people are saying. They have to prove things to us, right? But this man has got exposed, right? So, matter of fact, I'm just gonna get to this. I wanted to talk a little bit, but I'm about to show y'all what was said and how he got.
Hey, Salakia.
What's up?
Salakia, could somebody pull 1 Corinthians 3 and 19?
Bring it out. Y'all screen still up.
Con, bring it up.
All praises.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 19. It says, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
So, like, and that's one thing he constantly gonna be flaunting. Like, just even like anytime you see him speak, he speak like he know everything about the world in the sense of what he's been taught historically and things like that. And he, even his whole angle of even trying to attack the Bible is coming from a Christian perspective. When you hear the way he talk about certain things, bro, it's even Christian concepts that he's saying that was stolen from whatever he be talking about sometimes, or different civilizations. It's like with the Egyptology stuff. A lot of people go wrong by trying to say that Christ is Horus and that they have similar stories. But if you go into the stories, they never had similar stories.
Literally, yep. It's just like some hearsay stuff. They out here just hearing stuff, but not doing any diligence. They're not proving all things. And like you say, thinking he knows something, but what he's talking about is foolishness, like literally straight foolishness. It's not nothing. There's no sources to back it. This man has literally been talking, making himself seem like he knows something. It's crazy, Cole. That was definitely a fire precept, bro.
And let's I'm gonna try to finish this out too. Verse
ahead.
20 says, and again, the Lord knoweth the thoughts of the wise, that they are vain.
And that's what they truly are. Literally.
The Most High said that his thoughts are vain.
Yeah, it didn't lead to nothing. And this man has exposed himself, man.
And what's the other nigga that's talking the same shit as him? Terrence Howard.
Yep.
Terrence Howard definitely going into some other little stuff where he's seeming smart, which I mean, some of the stuff he's saying is making sense. But even Terrence Howard, I believe, Deacon at Genesis, he had went into it. I think I seen one of his videos well back when he was talking about how he going to acting roles and how he go in the dark and basically a presence take over him. So he's dealing with dark side energy any type of way, man. And go ahead, like you got something else in the clip, man. Bring it out real quick. And I'm we got to show the video, the kill cam Call of Duty kill cam on this dude, and then you're just gonna let it ring out on him.
God. I just wanted to bring this out real fast too. This that 1 John 4:1 says, "Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God, because many false prophets are gone out into the world." So, like you said, this brother, he seems wise, but in the terms of this world, he's wise, but we know that is foolishness with God. You know what I'm saying? We need to be wise in these scriptures. And obviously, this is the time period we're going into where people are getting exposed. You know what I'm saying? They want to seem wise, they want to seem like they know it all, but the Most High, he's casting people down. So it's like
that's right.
It's simple.
That's right. And you know what? And while we at it, pull one more before I pull this video. Get Matthew 7, because the title of this video, "Beware of wolves and sheep's clothing." Same thing. These false prophets are coming up, right? Go down to 15, and read down. Yeah, real talk. And then we gonna show y'all, and then we gonna let off and just be led by the Spirit.
Yahawashi. That's right. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 15. It says, "Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves.
Mm-hmm.
You shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Mm-hmm. For every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire, whereby by their fruits ye shall know them."
See, so a wicked tree cannot bring forth good fruits, and a good tree cannot bring forth wicked fruits. People are out here, like you said, being wolves in sheep's clothing, right? He's acting like he's for the people. I'm out here to give this knowledge, wisdom, and all this other stuff, right? But really, he's speaking against our Lord and Savior, Yahawashi Mashiach. You are antichrist. You are a raven and wolf. You're not a sheep, even though you're coming here acting like you're giving people something, which is knowledge, which is a level of understanding. But if people don't do their due diligence and are not being led by the Spirit and looking at things with their spiritual lens, they're going to be taken by the wayside. Because anybody that's speaking against Yahawashi, man, we gonna let the scripture say. I don't even want to go into it too far. We're gonna do it. I want to get straight to the point, because I don't want to just talk about this man and we ain't even showing what was said, right? So without further ado, let's just show the kill shot real quick. And he got like a montage of how many times he said this stuff, right? So you can see my screen, right? Everybody can see it. Oh, my bad. Salaki, your screen's still up there. All right, you see me? All right, so let me bring this out real quick.
Sinai Bible. Jesus wasn't crucified in that Bible.
Do you mind if I ask a clarifying question?
Sure.
When you say the Sinai Bible, what are you referring to specifically? Refer to the Sinai Bible. Would you be referring to Codex Sinaiticus? Like the codex that comes? Okay, that's why I was trying to get some clarification, because I have a facsimile. So I have a photocopy of Codex Sinaiticus that I work with in my office. So I have it here. And the only reason I asked for clarification is because Sinaiticus in particular is just a 4th century Greek manuscript. Its text of the Gospels reads almost identical to the modern Greek text that we develop translations from. When you say that it denies the crucifixion or that the crucifixion isn't there, I mean, I can go on right now, Codex Sinaiticus, and I can look up Matthew 27. Where it has Jesus being crucified, and that's in Codex Sinaiticus, or John 19, or any of the other ones. So my confusion is that it doesn't read any differently.
Where was that piece
I found
discovered?
the text where I was referencing. Actually, I was misquoted. I misquoted there. It's the Gospel of Barnabas.
What?
Never got crucified. As a matter of fact, the Sinai, Jesus was crucified.
Well, that doesn't exist in the Sinai Bible. The Sinai Bible.
The Sinai Bible.
But then you go to the Sinai Bible. In the Sinai Bible and the Sinai Bible. According to the Sinai Bible, Jesus wasn't crucified in that Bible. According to the.
Do you see this, y'all? How do you misquote something and then just that simple? But you've said this over multiple interviews, over multiple time frames, never went into it. He's just telling people this false rhetoric, bro. I really want to play this one more time.
As soon as I heard him say,
go ahead, Salat.
As soon as I heard him say the codex, Sinaiticus, I was like, "Is no way this is what
Over.
he's talking about."
Yeah, the
It
Sinai.
was that was crazy.
Yeah, he act like it was
And
something
then
special.
he acting like, yeah, then he acting like his one of his major talking points was something that he said on accident.
Literally. And he just showed, like you said, that's a major talking point. He said this multiple times. I'm going to play this back just because it's so mind-blowing, and you know it's not that long. So one more time, y'all. One more time, because this is really unbelievable. This is unbelievable. And then how he just said, I misquoted. Like, even look at this right here. So look at Wesley Huff before we even pray it, right? Look at what he wrote in his caption. I recently debated forbidden knowledge, aka Billy Carson, yeah, forbidden knowledge because it's some BS. He told me outright that the Sinai Bible, Codex Sinaiticus, denied or didn't include the crucifixion. When I pulled a facsimile of the Sinaiticus off my shelf and told him or to tell me where to look because I was literally staring at the crucifixion text in the Greek, he backtracked and claimed he misspoke. But has he been misquoting, misspeaking on some of the biggest online platforms for years? Has he misquoted himself and spoken on his own channel multiple times? And they've seen the clips multiple times. You're going to play it one more time just to double down, and we about to let these scriptures fly.
Sinai Bible. Jesus wasn't crucified in that Bible.
Do you mind if I ask a clarifying question?
Sure.
When you say the Sinai Bible, what are you referring to specifically? Refer to the Sinai Bible. Would you be referring to Codex Sinaiticus? Like the codex that comes. Okay, that's why I was trying to get some clarification, because I actually have a facsimile. So I have a photocopy of Codex Sinaiticus that I work.
Look at his face when he brought up the book. Like, he didn't want to pray when he brought out the book.
Hey,
he looked defeated, bro.
He's sick. He's sick.
He got one.
He wanted to cut the internet off. He wanted that call to drop immediately.
Damn, this is crazy work, right? Look at this dude's face. Like, even something about him, bro, just don't sit right with me. Even he be on here, but let this go with you. He got more if you want to, but that was crazy, bro.
With in my office. So I have it here. And the only reason I asked for clarification is because Sinaiticus in particular is just a 4th century Greek manuscript. Its text of the Gospels reads almost identical to the modern Greek text that we develop translations from. When you say that it denies the crucifixion or that the crucifixion isn't there, I mean, I can go on right now, Codex Sinaiticus, and I can look up Matthew 27. Where it has Jesus being crucified, and that's in Codex Sinaiticus or John 19 or any of the other ones. So my confusion is that it doesn't read any differently.
Where was that piece
I found
discovered?
the text where I was referencing. Actually, I was misquoted. I misquoted there. It's the Gospel of Barnabas.
Never got crucified. As a matter of fact, the Sinai Bible,
Jesus was crucified. Well, that doesn't exist in the Sinai Bible.
the Sinai Bible.
The Sinai Bible.
But then you go to the Sinai Bible.
In the Sinai Bible. And the Sinai Bible. According to the Sinai Bible, Jesus wasn't crucified in that Bible.
He said nowhere in the Bible. So it's just crazy. He said he misquoted it, right? That's crazy. But he said he wasn't crucified nowhere in the Bible, right? This is crazy. This is crazy. And I couldn't make that full screen, y'all. I hope it didn't look too bad because it's from Instagram. Like, online Instagram is different, like how they lay it out. So I couldn't do everything, show it the right way. But like, call you, share the link. What was you about to say, brother?
Oh, yeah. Well, look, this is what I was about to say. Bro, the fact that he said the Gospel of Barnabas is crazy.
Literally.
For him to say that the crucifixion, Christ being crucified isn't in the Bible, but for him to say that it says that in the Gospel of Barnabas, which a lot of people don't even take as canon, no one takes it as canon. Most people don't even believe in it or anything. Like Gad said, getting cut by an Edomite is crazy.
It is. Literally, right?
Especially with that as your major argument. To switch up on something you constantly double down on and then fall on something as weak as the Gospel of Barnabas is a scary sight.
Yeah. And then saying you misquoted. Not like you, what is the misquote? Like, I don't even get that part. Like, you didn't even, I'm mistaken or something. To say a misquote is crazy. Like, you didn't fumble on words or whatever. You've been saying the same thing for years at a time. But like I said, it's that verse in Proverbs, nobody was able to, wasn't able to stand up or test his doctrine, right? And he got exposed for the clown that he is. And like you sent me something else, so we can go
Uh,
into a little bit of this video that he got, and then we're gonna let some scriptures out, because like it's so much that I can bring out just off of him saying that alone, right? So I'm gonna share this video. It's only like 4, and it's crazy through the spirit. It's like 4 minutes and 41 seconds. Y'all know what that is? 144 in reverse, right? This is crazy. Y'all see? So this is something else. Brother Qualden found this. Look what he said. Billy Carson says Genesis is a word-for-word copy, but can't give reasonable examples, right? And we said we have to prove all things, but this dude can't even give you reasonable examples for anything. So we're just going to show more of his folly, and then we're going to let these scriptures fly. Let's see, though, right here.
Predominantly, from my research, I discovered that a lot of information from the Enuma Elish and the 7 tablets of creation is in Genesis. A lot of the creation story that comes into Genesis, almost word for word from the Enuma Elish and the 7 tablets of creation. The Epic of Atrahasis as well is also there. And
Salakia, look how Wes, dude Huffman, the Christian, is looking at the camera. It's like he's confident in what he's doing. And look at him. It's like he's reading something or looking down, or it's like something is on this dude. Like the way he even looking, I don't know if he's high or what, but something is up with Mr. Billy Carson. And these demons is being exposed. I'm just saying that, but continue to play.
In the Old Testament.
Have you read the Enuma Elish?
Yeah.
Do you mind summarizing the content of the creation account in the Enuma Elish for us?
Sure. The Enuma Elish is a very ancient text discovered in the Library of Ashurbanipal. And the summary of it is that it really gives us an account, which is crazy, an astronomical account of the creation of our solar system. It talks about planets and moons gaining specific orbits around the sun. It talks about a huge planet named Tiamat, 46 times larger than Earth. Earth didn't exist at the time that according to the author of this text, which is pretty interesting. And then there's talks about this of sorts. In the original version, it's called Nibiru, but in a more recent version, still thousands of years.
What was we at? Who brought that Nibiru up? Remember we was at a camp or something, and then a woman came up there. I believe that's when Chief Alazar was here one of them times. We was on Liver Noise. Do you remember that? Who remember that? One of the brothers. I think they was seeing that.
Was it a
it was a girl?
Was it an older guy?
It was an older guy with a younger girl out there, and she had brought up Nibiru, and then they was talking about with like being portals. Different portal spots in the United States that demons can travel through and all this. So they on that same type of time.
Yeah. If I remember correct, I thought that was at the Riverwalk.
No, man.
This
was on Liver Noise for sure. I remember when we was out there, whatever. Toronto was here, all that, but just want to know if y'all remember that. That Nibiru, I heard that before.
Years old. The name was changed to Marduk. Marduk is in the Jewish American Library, in the biblical text, in the Torah, and so forth. Very popular figure in ancient times in the religious books and text. Marduk wanted to be the destroyer, so Marduk is the one that during its next orbit towards Tiamat, crashed into Tiamat and destroyed Tiamat. A huge chunk of it swung away, recoalesced, taking the water, land, and organic material, which basically recoalesced as our planet here, Earth, and the rest of it broke up into pieces. Some of it turned into the asteroid belt. Other parts of it were thrown towards the sun, and some were thrown towards the inner Oort cloud, towards the outer edge of the solar system. This planet, or this moonlet that orbited, supposedly a brown dwarf, based on the description of it, gained a very strange orbit around our sun. And we have the scientific evidence now also to match with NASA's data, where we see that Saturn and I believe Neptune switch places. Uranus is flipped on its side, and that's more evidence that something came through our solar system in ancient times and gravitationally really tugged at planets here and switched up their orbits and even pulled the axis of a planet on its own side, where the equator is now running north and south. So
this is nuts. Like, this dude is still just talking a bunch of nonsense. I want to see, like, and the dude Wes Huffman is just allowing him to really fall on his own sword. This guy's just said a bunch of nonsense with some scientific type theories and all this other stuff. And then, I mean, it's not making sense. I want to see if he wants to ask him something that's just going to scratch it all. A couple more minutes left, because I need to let some scriptures out right now. This is getting crazy right now. This dude.
A little bit of
Hey,
modern
I told you
astrophysics kind of
he just
backs up.
rambling.
Literally, bro. 2 minutes and 33 seconds of rambling. Look how Wes looking at him like, the hell is he talking about? Hey, look, this is crazy. Hold on, let's finish this out, man.
What this ancient text is saying. But the Enumilish also then begins to talk about the fact that these beings, it kind of cuts into the fact that these beings, you know, are on Earth and at some point begin to engage mankind. In other words, they didn't create people from scratch, but they engaged the existing hominid and began to utilize us as workers for their workforce. In the Atrahasis epic, you see a much similar story. Like slightly later date period, but still thousands of years old, the Epic of Atrahasis. And we see a very similar story. And we see where the sons of God literally came down to Earth. They came from Mars, according to this text. If you read the translation of the planet Mars and to English. And then they went to battle. They were going to go to battle in South Africa against Enki and Lil and Anu. And they come to terms without going to battle. They argued that they needed women, human women, believe it or not. And they also wanted a workforce. They didn't want to continue to do the labor. They were cleaning out the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, digging canals, building cities on Earth, and according to the text on Mars, not according to me. And a decision was made by Enki and Anu and Enlil to allow this experiment to happen, where they would take the existing hominid here. They would slay one of the gods, meaning that they would, in my opinion, that doesn't mean that they're going to kill it, but somehow, some type of genetic modification or manipulation, in my personal opinion, it's my personal hypothesis. But in the end, it ends up being that human beings are now doing a lot of this labor and worshiping these people as gods, as they, my personal opinion, masqueraded as gods.
So what are the parallels there?
Separated the waters from the waters, for example. That's in the Enuma Elish, and that's also in the biblical text.
One thing, all of that is complete nonsense. This man has said complete nonsense and trying to say that, yep, it was on Livernois. See, bro was there. Yep, it sure was on Livernois. 7 Mile of Livernois. Shalom, my brother Damon in the building. Yeah, this dude is definitely, this is crazy work. This is crazy work.
Just talking, man. He's just talking.
Literally just talking. And then he didn't even mention the waters, like the waters beneath the waters. He said a whole bunch of stuff, Mars, aliens, Anunnaki, and just everything else, right? So we want to hit him over something. This what this dude is right here, man. Can you pull 2 Timothy chapter 4 for me? Baba Kusha.
Con. I had 3 pulled up anyway. Hold on. You said 4?
Yes. And then you can go and get yours back. And I got a couple other ones. Qual, if you had I believe Qual said he had historical things, was just to show, like, obviously he could believe in all this other stuff that a random person wrote and then said, according to his opinion, it's not my words, it's the book, but my opinion on this. He could believe all this nonsense, but then we have we have source documents, we have a Bible, we have old ancient texts that prove that Yahawashi lived and walked this earth and all this other stuff like this. But this dude can't believe that or try to go against that. And it just proves what type of spirit he is, right? But let's get this real quick. We're going to let this Bible out.
This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 3. It says, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. It says, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned into fables.
Yeah, fables. This dude is literally talking about a bunch of damn fables and out here trying to talk on a Christian platform, but talking about some outworldly Star Wars type shit. Excuse my language, family, but that is ridiculous. Everything. You can keep going. Yeah, you can keep going for sure.
Verse 5 says, but watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry.
That's what we supposed to be doing. We making full proof of our ministry, what we believe in and all this stuff. We living and dying by this book, the Bible. He's out here quoting books. He's not even telling us what it's about. Talking about somebody came from Mars and all this type of stuff, bro. Madness. That's what this man is suffering from. And it's really because this man has no light in him. He's speaking against other stuff contrary to the scriptures because he has no light in him. And I believe, what's that, Isaiah 8:20?
Yeah, 8:20.
Yeah, let's pull that real quick. And then, you can go pull, whatever you was sitting on, whatever core, whatever, bring it out, a couple points. We can go, man, pass this along.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 8 and verse 20. It says, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
That's right. None. Billy Carson don't have no damn light in him. He's talking about anything contrary to this one. Well, this is what we standing on, living and dying by. We seeing these prophecies come to pass. All the words that Yahawashi told us to look for. We're seeing it happening, and we seeing these people be exposed, man. All things that try to be hidden in the dark is going to be exposed in the light, man. That just is what it is.
I'm about to bring this out real fast, man.
That's
this is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 16 in the NLT. It says, avoid worthless, foolish talk that only leads to more godless behavior. This kind of talk spreads like cancer, as in the case of Hymenaeus and Philetus. So it's like this, the talk, this is vain and pointless. This man is talking about a planet, what do you say, 42 or 32 times the size of Earth, that Earth wasn't here.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, this is why we need to stick to the base milk, man. Stick to the scriptures, because this is the result of somebody who's ever learning and never coming into the truth. He's acquired all the knowledge of this world.
Pull the one Haggai posted real quick, and then we can go here. What is that? I don't know if that's first. It says Timothy 6.
Is that first or second?
20.
Let's see. Oh no, it gotta be first there.
Yeah, gotta be first. Yeah, it ain't one in second. Because that's fire right there.
This is 60, 20. Yeah. This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 20. It says, O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science falsely so called.
Yeah. Real talk. He's talking about all this other stuff, science, which is, this is ridiculous. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, literally, that's what it is. This dude is literally vain babbling about nothing. Saying that the whole Genesis creation story is like, why are you so against the Bible, but you believing in all this false rhetorics and stuff like that? This is ridiculous. Cole, what you say you had?
Somebody pull 2 Thessalonians.
What chapter?
2.
You talking about verse 3?
No, you can start at verse 7.
7. God. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians. Huh?
He said read down to 12. That's what I think he said.
This is the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 7. It says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. For this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be
That's
damned.
exactly what's happening to them.
Literally, bro. Literally. Damn.
That's exactly what's happening to him. The Most High sending him a strong delusion to the point that he actually believes that what he's saying is true. Even though
Literally.
he has nothing to substantiate it, he's not giving you any historical documents and presenting them to you. He's not showing you any ancient manuscripts. He's not going into any of that. He's literally just talking, and people are believing it.
Literally. Literally, bro.
Uh,
Damn. Yeah. Read verse 12 too. You was on the left, was 11 again, and then read 12.
Verse 11 says, and for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
Yeah. Anybody that's following
Listen,
him.
and you want to know exactly why our people always turn to all these ridiculous doctrines and other things? It's because they just don't want to do the right thing and keep God's commandment, or
Yep.
even attempt to. They don't even want to attempt to do it.
Are you right, bro? Right. For damn sure. This dude is under a strong delusion. Like you said, just saying stuff with no backing, no proof of anything. You literally just talk about a book that somebody else wrote and then talk about some, in my opinion, this and this and that. I don't have a fact. I don't have anything to show you. I can't add it up. I can't do anything. I'm just going to talk and deny the truth. But that's because there's no light in this person. This dude is a part of what the Antichrist is, man. And you know what? I'm going to pull a couple other things. And then even like in the fact, like say if he disagreed with Matthew 27, or he said Matthew 27 wasn't in there. Like, because that's the only thing he really showed him. Then he mentioned John. But what about the other books? Like, it's a lot of different places where it mentions, Yahawashi being crucified. And this dude, you didn't even check any of these sources or anything like that. And you just say that it's not in there at all. So before I even get to them points, let's get this real quick. Can you pull 1 John for me? 1 John chapter 2 and the 22 through like
Time.
Beware of wolves in sheep's clothing. You have to understand who we are dealing with and what people coming with, type of rhetoric they come with. You have to recognize who they are through the spirit. This is just right now. People are going into their lots. We have to recognize who people are. I ask God to pray. I pray to God for everybody had the spirit of the discernment to know who to keep around, who to be merciful to, who to be patient with, and who to literally stay away from, and don't even cast your pearls to certain people because they are swine. They are aligned with the evil. There's no light in them, and there's nothing you can do for some of these people, right? So let's get to it, bro. Let's get this verse.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 2 and verse 22. Who is a liar, but he that denieth that Yahawashi and Mashiach, he is the Antichrist. He is Antichrist, that denieth the Father and the Son. Whosoever denieth the Son, the same have not the Father. But he that acknowledges the Son have the Father also.
Right. Keep going.
Okay.
24, yeah.
Yeah, it says, let that therefore abide in you, which ye have heard from the beginning. If that which ye have heard from the beginning shall remain in you, you also shall continue in the Son and in the Father.
Right. So this is what's supposed to be, Yahawashi is the lamb slain from the foundations of the earth. We have to believe on him. Otherwise, like he said, we deny the Son. We are denied by the Father. We're denying the Father automatically. There's nothing, there's no good inside of you. It's really over. You try to deny him and all this other stuff. And it's just like, it's just crazy, bro, because he told us, to stick with his doctrine. A part of Christ's doctrine is believing, that he died and then he rose again, the resurrection, the crucifixion, all of these things, his journey, him being that blameless and spotless lamb and all that going before the slaughter, dying for our sins that we can be forgiven and being risen again. That's all a part of his doctrine, right? Can I get I need one more and then I'll let you get your point just to hit on what this the point that I got is 1 John, 2 John 1 and start at verse 7. Just to hit the same thing, just to show what we're supposed to be doing, what I mean, and who this guy is for real. This is what's going on. He's a deceiver, and it's crazy because it said the evil will go around deceiving many and being deceived. Need that as well too, because that's who he is. But let me get this real quick first. Start at verse 7, Bobby Kushan.
Yeah, this is the book of 2 John chapter 1 and verse 7. For many deceivers are entered into the world, who confess not that Yahawashi and Mashiach is coming in the flesh.
Mm.
This is a deceiver and an antichrist.
Right.
Mm.
That's what it is. That's
uh.
literally what it is. Let me see. Is it a little more on there?
Oh, it's like it.
It's an antichrist. Yeah, keep going.
Verse 8 says, look to yourselves that we lose not those things which we have wrought, but that we receive a full reward.
Yep.
Whosoever transgresseth and abideth not in the doctrine of Christ have not God.
Mm.
He that abideth in the doctrine of Christ, he have both the Father and the Son.
Right. So this is the doctrine of Christ. You have to believe in the death, burial, and resurrection. That's the doctrine of Christ. That's literally it. And he believed everything that keeping the law, everything that Yahawah said, that's literally the doctrine of Christ. Following the law, death, burial, resurrection, coming back, saving his people, keeping the law, being perfect. That's who Yahawashi is, right? Let's keep going.
Verse 10. If there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed.
See, you don't even give him Godspeed. It's because some people you can't be around. Is nothing you can do for certain people if they want to deny Yahawashi, try to act like the crucifixion was fake. He had some back door. It wasn't him on the cross. We done heard all these things. They switched him out. He wasn't the one that got up on the cross and all this other stuff. So that means everything that God said is supposed to happen in order for us to be cleansed and saved is all based off a lie. In his sense, you are anti-Christ because that's what made Christ who he is. He died and rose again and came back perfect, and he was perfect the whole time, but came back and, you know what I mean, renewed and everything. He's about to come back again and save his people. He's that perfect example, right? Let's keep going though. We finish this out.
Verse 11 says, for he that biddeth him Godspeed is partaker of his evil deeds.
Hold on. Do you see that? Let's go back one verse and then read this. Let it come all together. Don't even wish him Godspeed. Oh my God. Let's bring this back, brother.
Verse 10. It says, if there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed. For he that biddeth him Godspeed is partaker of his evil deeds.
You can't even wish this dude nothing well. Don't even wish him Godspeed because you are being evil, wishing this devil, this antichrist. That is ridiculous, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. That's so cold right there, bro.
No, that's fire.
That is ridiculous. Right here, that is a fire point, and this needs to be brought out even more. Real talk.
And it's like the precept I want to bring out go right with this, because if you don't believe in the crucifixion and the sacrifice that Christ made, it's like you already condemned. Like
you are.
It's over for you. And then just proving the point is like you're not even supposed to wish blessings upon these people. It's like, what are you really blessing them for?
Really,
you know what I'm saying? They're denying the sacrifice of Christ. Like what fellowship do you really need to have with these people, right?
None. Shalom making Israel in the building. Shalom, King.
Shalom.
Shalom. It says, this is the book of John, chapter 3, verse 18. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already. So your unbelief and whatever plow or twist or turn you trying to put on this to make it fit your belief, you know what I'm saying? You already condemned, right? It says because he have not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God. So that's playing upon tables. You know what I'm saying? And that just proves that this individual hates the light. He hates the light because he's in darkness. I'm gonna keep going. Verse 19. And this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. And this is a prime example. You are denying the sacrifice of Christ. You know what I'm saying? You're denying the sacrifice of the only begotten of God, and you got blatantly exposed and caught in this lie, and now you've fallen. You know what I'm saying? The whole world's seen it now. So it's no, you know what I'm saying? There's no escaping this. You tried to backtrack and say it was a mistake, man. Come on now.
Yeah, like, I misquoted. I misquoted.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, you done went on all types of podcasts and quoting the same thing with confidence, and then all of a sudden when somebody call you out on it because you weren't prepared for it, oh, I misquoted. That don't work like that.
Dog, yeah, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
All that misinformation. You want to know what he is?
What is he?
He like the hood scholar, bro. He like the
Yeah,
hood scholar. You know, the
Mm.
hood dude that's just smart, happens to know a little bit more than everybody. That's what he
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
for
just know
sure.
a little bit more than you. So when he start to talk, it make you listen. But if you
Right.
Mm-hmm.
actually know something, you know what he talking, it doesn't hold any weight.
Yeah.
Ah,
Especially when our foundation is built on a rock, which is, you know what I mean, and Yahawashi, which is the law, statutes, and commandments. He out here building his house on sand. You know what the Bible say about that? When the wind come
Lord.
and blow, he had a little wind come, a little opposition come against his theology. It crashed. It fell, and the fall was great, as the scriptures say. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Real talk.
Ah,
Dog, look, yeah, say the way dude turned around and grabbed the book like a sword. For real, and God, for real. It's like he knew what time it was. And dude, Billy Carson, he was sick. He was sick when he seen it. Like, oh, he got
He
one
did
here.
not expect that.
Nah, he did not expect that.
He did not expect them to actually have it.
No, for
yeah,
real.
yeah, for sure.
No, for real.
he
And you
lucky it
know,
wasn't a he lucky it wasn't a more formal debate where they was actually sharing their screen and having to present the actual documentation and stuff like that. Or it would have been even worse.
no, for real, for real. And you know what? I got a couple more points, and then Qual actually posted some other outside historical evidence and other writings and stuff was based on, Yahawashi and things that was written about how Yahawashi outside of the Bible from, historical figures, right? So we gonna pull those as well too, just show a little bit of that, right? But
Hey,
can you
before we get there, can I bring this priest
go
out?
ahead, bring it out?
And this is what I wanted to go to because this all just ties back to pride, man. This all ties back to having a puffed up heart and thinking you know something, right? So this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 2. It said, "When pride cometh, then cometh shame." So, and that's what this man is feeling right now. He has to be feeling some type of shame. You know what I'm saying? He got exposed on a grand level for the lies that he was telling. And you know what I'm saying? This will come with it. When you deny Christ, you go against the Bible, you go against the word of God, this will come with it. You're going to be cast down. You're going to be shamed. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a mighty fall, right? Because this was a prominent individual. People who think he's so intellectual and just, you know what I'm saying, gifted in that sense. But it's like when you really put somebody to the test, it's going to show, right? It says, but with the lowly is wisdom. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have to be meek. You have to be humble. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who the Most High is dealing with. He's not dealing with the proud. And we
No,
see a prime example.
at all. And you're right. He said he feeling shame. We know this brother feeling shame because he just pulled a Drake move. Because the dude, Wes, he said that he's suing him now. How is he gonna sue him? Literally, bro. Like this, you can't make this up. He said he's suing him, bro.
No way, bro.
This doesn't make any sense, bro.
Oh
Bro,
my God.
bro. No, bro. He said he about to sue this man, bro. Hold on.
Drake just
Said,
set a new trend.
bro, he just set a new trend. Look, Billy Carson. Hold on, let me share this real quick. Hold on, look at this. No lie, Billy Carson has a video. Let's see this real quick. This man is trying to sue Drake, like you said. Drake done set a trend. As he's trying to sue this man. Look right here. You think I'm playing? Y'all see my screen? What that title say?
God.
Billy Carson lost to me in the debate and is now suing me. Let's see. It's only a minute.
Billy Carson is attempting to sue me. For those of you who don't know, I was invited to interact with Billy on a podcast that he agreed to come on. It was not his podcast, where he was notified beforehand who I was and what we'd be talking about. After that debate took place, Billy attempted to suppress the footage. That didn't really work. I've released clips from that conversation. Well, Billy does not want you to see those clips and has sent me a cease and desist letter. I was really hoping that this could be an opportunity for Billy to learn, to see the major errors that he's been repeating and turn this into a learning experience. I even offered to follow up with Billy in order to show him how and where he could find accurate and credible resources in order to make sure that what he was saying was verifiably correct going forward in the future, so he and his audience could learn and proceed knowledgeably. Billy did not agree. But unfortunately for Billy, agreeing to a debate, losing that debate, and feeling embarrassed about that loss does not constitute legitimate grounds to litigate. Billy, I will agree to all the terms and conditions of the cease and desist letter that you have sent me if you agree to run it back, sit down with me in person, and have another discussion. This is my formal response.
Wow. A cease and desist is for hoes. That's crazy.
Esau puffed up.
Oh, I'm there. He feeling like a
Esau
champ
puffed
right
up.
now. Man, he feeling like a champ
He's
right
talking
now.
crazy.
Man, say, come and sit down and talk
You
to me
didn't cut him.
one-on-one.
Oh, that's bad.
Dog, that's ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie, so I don't think he has a case. It just to show
Well,
how hurt Billy is.
I believe the whole interview has gotten taken down.
Wow. Yeah, this dude is out here. He's mad, right? He's really mad. I want to get these other little points just because I had these just to show that other people, like even outside of Matthew, because they harped on Matthew 27. He was like, I can go into the, Sinaiticus and show you in Matthew 27. It's just, according to, the Greek, scriptures that we have is in here, right? But I just want to show that other places mention it. So, even in Acts and all this other stuff, when we harp on certain things about who, whosoever and who God was calling on, like it goes into certain little things. So I just wanted to get these couple points, man. Kaya, can you pull Acts chapter 2 for me, Baba Kusha? If you there, get verse, start at verse 21. Something we pull out, right? But they ain't really even look at this like in context.
Okay, I was on mute. Slack here.
You all good?
Yeah. This is the book of Acts, chapter 2, verse 21. It says, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved.
Mm-hmm.
Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Yahawashi of Nazareth, a man approved of God among you by miracles and wonders and signs, which God did by him in the midst of you, as ye yourselves also know.
You're supposed to know the miracles, wonders, and signs. His crucifixion, his death, burial, and resurrection, those are all a part of that, amongst a multitude of other things, right? But let's keep going.
Verse 23. Him being delivered by the determinate counsel and foreknowledge of God, ye have taken, and by wicked hands have crucified and slain.
No, they did what to him?
By wicked hands have crucified and slain.
So we have more witnesses. Let's keep going, though.
Verse 24. Whom God have raised up, having loosed the pains of death, because it was not possible that he should be holden of it. For David speaketh concerning him, I foresaw the Lord always before my face, for he is on my right hand, that I shall not be moved.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore did my heart rejoice, and my tongue was glad. Moreover, also my flesh shall rest in hope. Because thou wilt not leave my soul in hell, neither wilt thou suffer thine Holy One to see corruption. Thou hast made known to me the ways of life. Thou shalt make me full of joy with thy countenance.
Right. Keep going. It's a little bit. I probably want you to really stop at like 36, Baba Kusha.
Yeah. It says, men and brethren, let me freely speak unto you of the patriarch David, that he is both dead and buried, and his sepulcher is with us unto this day.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, being a prophet, and knowing that God has sworn with an oath to him that of the fruit of his loins, according to the flesh, he will raise up Christ to sit on his throne. Seeing this before, spake of the resurrection of Christ, that his soul was not left in hell, neither his flesh did see corruption.
He said, David spoke of this before. I think he came through his loins way on to let you know that David was a prophet, for real, for sure. So all these other things, we have all these different witnesses, brother here in Acts, all this other stuff, David, all these spoken of this, but he's telling us that the crucifixion didn't happen, according to a Sinai Bible that he didn't even read or didn't even know, obviously, or who knows? He just got a demon spirit on him, right? But let's keep going, though.
This Yahawashi have God raised up, whereof we are all witnesses.
Not him.
Therefore, you said what?
Not Billy. Billy not. Let's keep going, though.
33. Therefore, being by the right hand of God, exalted, and having received of the Father the promise of the Holy Spirit, He have shewed forth this which ye now see and hear.
Mm.
For David is not ascended into heaven, but he saith himself that Yahawah said unto my Lord, sit thou at my right hand until I make thy foes thy footstool.
Yeah, David knew he was gonna rise up. He didn't ascend, like he said, he's still in his sepulcher. He's still dead. You know what I mean? You know, this other his body, you know what I mean? Yahawashi body is not here no more. He ascended up. You know what I mean? This is crazy, right? Let's keep going though.
Verse 36. Therefore, let all the house of Israel know assuredly that God have made that same Yahawashi whom ye have crucified, both Lord and Christ.
So they emphasized that how many times that this man was crucified and rose again and went up, and he's sitting at the right hand of God right now. Literally, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna just get one more real talk. Acts chapter 4. Just gonna hit this point home. This Acts just saying multiple witnesses, and you know, people knowing about the crucifixion, even people before Yahawashi walked in that incarnation, you know what I mean? Because he was here multiple times, right? But David spoke of him, and he's supposed to came from David's loins. You know what I mean? Acts chapter 4, start at verse 10. Yeah, it's a line.
This is the book of Acts chapter 4 and verse 10. Says, be it known unto you all, and to all the people of Israel, that by the name of Yahawashi Mashiach of Nazareth, whom ye crucified, whom God raised from the dead, even
both.
by
So not only say he denied the crucifixion already, but then even like this part, he said he not only, because they was crucifying a bunch of people. That's what they did. So the fact that he even denied like his death, that's the death part, the crucifixion. But they were literally just on a trend of crucifying. It was other people got crucified along with Yahawashi. But the key part is the next line. You keep going.
God. Says, be it known unto you all and to all the people of Israel that by the name of Yahawashi Mashiach of Nazareth, whom ye crucified, whom God raised from the dead, even by him doth this man stand here before you whole. This is the stone which was set at naught of you builders, which is become the head of the corner. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
So if it's none other in salvation, there's none other name. This man is trying to take this away from us, y'all. He's trying to take y'all salvation away from y'all in a sense, or try to do that, which you know nobody can, because Yahawashi already did the work. But just think if everybody was to believe, you know, Billy Carson, he's coming through, he's so intellectual, he's so deep. He has to know the truth. Man, you know what I mean? It's just crazy, right? But just want to hit them points, like, you know what I mean? He tried to act like this not in here, like Acts wasn't in the Bible, like David didn't exist, and all these other things, right? It's just crazy, right? And can you see those links, Kanya, that Cole sent some other stuff as well. It's in a private chat.
Yeah, I see them. Which one you want to bring out first? The one 9:15 or 9:19?
Bring up the Pontius Pilate.
Listen up. Yeah, you do that one first.
That one's shorter.
Try to grab the other one. Hold on. There we go. All right. You want this one first?
Yeah, bring out that Pontius Pilate. Yeah, because this is a shorter one first. You know what I mean?
It says, upon Yahawashi Mashiach, whose case I had dearly set forth to thee in my last, at length by the will of the people, a bitter punishment has been inflicted. Myself being in a sort unwilling and rather afraid. A man by Hercules, so pious and strict, no age has ever had nor will have, but wonderful were the efforts of the people themselves and the unanimity of all the scribes and chief men and elders to crucify this ambassador of the truth, notwithstanding that their own prophets and after our manner the Sibyls warned them against it, and supernatural signs appeared while he was hanging, and in the opinion of philosophers, threaten destruction to the whole world. His disciples are flourishing in their work and the regulation of their lives, not belying their master. Yea, in his name, uh, hold on. So again. What the hell? There you go. It says, in his name, most beneficent,
Magnificent.
beneficent. So again, I'm tongue tied. Beneficent. Had I not been afraid of the rising of the sedition among the people who were just on the point of breaking out, perhaps this man would still have been alive to us, although urged more by fidelity to thy dignity than induced by my own wishes. I did not, according to my strength, resist that innocent blood free from the whole charge brought against it, but unjustly, through the malignity of men, should be sold and suffered, yet, as the scriptures signify, to their own destruction, farewell. So I can be right back.
Qual, you want to speak on that? Like he left engraved this too.
Kyle, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
So yeah. So yeah, as you can see, this is a historical account of Christ. Literally, this will be an eyewitness account right here.
Yeah, Pontius Pilate.
So you wouldn't even be able to say that, like, no one can say that the Bible has a fictional character, that character being Christ, because it just is not true. Christ is actually someone who lived, so it's not a fictional story about a what if character or anything like this. It's actually a story about a man that lived here on earth, that died here on earth.
Damn, and that's a letter to Tiberius Caesar, the emperor at the time. Wow.
Uh, so this is not the only one. It's multiple accounts of Christ. We're gonna go into another one. It was, from the first century.
Right. Okay, y'all going somewhere? I'm gonna pull this other one real quick. Because you got it said Josephus on Yahawashi or Josephus on Jesus. Can you see it? Should be it. Right. So let's see. It reads, it said the first century Jewish historian Flavius Josephus provides external information on some people and events found in the New Testament. The extant manuscripts of Josephus' book of Antiquities of the Jews, written around AD 93-94, contain two references to Yahawashi of Nazareth and one reference to John the Baptist. The first and most extensive reference to Yahawashi and the Antiquities, found in Book 18, states that Yahawashi was the Messiah and a wise teacher who was crucified by Pontius Pilate, who we just seen his letter. It is commonly called the Testimonium Flavianum. Nearly all modern scholars reject the authenticity of this passage in its present form, although most nevertheless hold that it contains an authentic nucleus referencing the life and execution of Yahawashi by Pilate. So even that said, regardless they try to do that, they said they can't help that it has the core essence, of authentic nucleus referencing the life and execution.
You see what they tried to do?
Yeah. Yep. At the bull, yeah,
They
tried
want to disprove the validity of it, but they couldn't. So although they didn't acknowledge that that's the original one, they acknowledged that historically Christ was mentioned in that instance.
damn. Yeah.
And you can
Yeah.
keep going. It goes into other
Yeah.
people.
I'm about to. Which was then subjected to Christian interpolation and alteration. However, the exact nature and extent of the original statement remains unclear. Modern scholarship has largely acknowledged the authenticity of the second reference to Yahawashi in the Antiquities found in Book 20 in Chapter 9, which mentions the brother of Yahawashi who was called Christ, whose name was James. Almost all modern scholars consider the reference in Book 18, Chapter 5 of the Antiquities to the imprisonment and death of John the Baptist also to be authentic and not a Christian interpolation.
So not just one thing in this book is being confirmed as authentic. It's multiple things that they are admitting to. Like, hey, this is historical. This actually happened. So
Yeah,
this man is not just out here spewing a whole bunch of nonsense. People are actually saying that what he's saying is valid. So when he's breaking up Christ, it's valid.
yeah, that's crazy. So let me get that back. It said, Book 18 and chapter 5 of the antiquities to the imprisonment and death of John the Baptist, also to be authentic and not a Christian interpolation. A number of differences exist between the statements by Josephus regarding the death of John the Baptist and the New Testament accounts. Scholars generally view their variations as indications that the Josephus passages are not interpolations, since a Christian interpolator would likely have made them corresponding to the New Testament accounts, not differ from them. Scholars have provided explanations for their inclusion of Josephus' later work. So, I mean, it says what it says, man. I mean, it's a lot more on here, but see, they even tried to undermine certain stuff, but they couldn't even undermine that. It says the core, they understand that this man lived and they know who he died and they know who is responsible for it, which they credit Pontius Pilate for the one that's doing it. And even he wrote a note because he felt like he shouldn't even did it right here. But this man is out here trying to deny that, Yahawashi was crucified, man. Hey,
And you know what's crazy? This right here alone is what kills the argument that can be made from his
right,
standpoint, is that the Bible is just a copy of another ancient story. It can't be a
right,
copy of it if this story is actually true.
right,
The person we call our Messiah actually was here, actually lived.
right,
There's no historical evidence of these people who they say, in the sense of them actually being a deity or anything remotely close to it.
right. No, you're right. And it's crazy because I was thought about this. It's just this last little scripture, man. You ain't got no other points. So I wanted to do this because this is like a lot of people are doing this in these days. And like you said, they're under a strong delusion, believing a lie. And anybody that believes them is under it as well, too. And it just made me think of this verse right here in 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. Because he's out here, he probably has people who's written for God to believe, for them to believe. He's deceiving them, but he's deceiving his damn self at the same time, because he's believing in a lie, under a strong delusion, man, at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy, bro, that this is how it's going. And all praise to the Most High, man, that he's exposing everything in these last days. And that's it, man. That's all I really got on it, man. This dude, I couldn't imagine watching that video for 2 hours, because that 4-minute clip that you shared, that was like draining to me. Like, this dude just was talking a bunch of nonsense.
Man, he was getting his head knocked around.
Man, for real, man. This dude was talking a bunch of nonsense, man. That's all I got for y'all tonight, Israel, man. Shalom to people that's in the chat, man. Please get our likes up, our shares up, subscribers, man. Tap in, man. Lord willing, we be back again with another fire lesson through the spirit and power of Yahawashi on Thursday, which is the 12th. Shalom to everybody that tapped in. Shalom to everybody that said hello. Continue to get our lights up, man. Tap in with us. Don't hesitate to comment, man. Share this with your friends, your family. Tell them to go back and watch it, man. These prophecies are jumping off the page. We almost out of here. Israel, shalom to all y'all, man. We need our lights up. We need all that so we can get, more of that exposure, so we can shine this light, man, and allow, Yahawah's people to hear this, man. Time is up. I know y'all trying to get out of here, man. Let's do our part in helping the elect be sealed, man, so we can get up out of here. Real talk.
Shalom, family. And you know what I'm saying? The same message every time we end one of these lives. Keep the commandments, have faith, you know what I'm saying? Guard your spirit, pray fast, meditate on the scriptures, you feel me? And just an FYI, we're gonna have a short going up tomorrow, Lord willing. You know what I'm saying? Tap in, like, you know what I'm saying, like and share the video.
That's right. That's right. So, man, without further ado,
Shalom.
yeah, shalom. Without further ado, man, shalom. Everybody like to say call Allah, Yahawashi, Yahawashi, and shalom. Until next time, Ahabatham, Israel.
Shalom, Mahabatham, family.